I got the fries that'll cross your eyes.
Dude, I want some of those.
I got the burgers that'll.
Could you imagine if you ate fries that were so good that your eyes literally crossed?
Every time you bit down on it.
You get weak in the knees. You gotta like.
Dude, there a food?
I just want food in general that would do that.
I was just gonna say, is there a food that would do that to you if you were starving enough? Like you know what? Before we dive into this, I think that's a good question to kick it off with. Welcome to Five's a Crowd, guys. It's been a little while. It's been exactly a week if you're watching and current and up to date. But hey, you know what? Some of you may be new here. So if you are, if we make you laugh during this episode, I dare you to hit that subscribe. Because who doesn't like to laugh?
Right?
Who doesn't like more laughter?
Triple dog dare you.
You know, there's someone out there. There's got to be at least one person in the world that doesn't like to laugh.
You think?
I think there's at least one.
That's their life mission is to not laugh.
I don't know. Maybe it hurts. Maybe they got some condition. But when they laugh, it like causes immense pain.
They just want to watch the world burn.
You know what I mean?
There was one person that I had seen that doesn't smile. Like she legit hasn't smiled in like 20 years, but it was because she had an overwhelming fear of wrinkles.
Oh,
do you think though that after like a year or two, she's like, "Well, I can't stop now," and just committed?
I don't know.
What if somebody forgot how? Like, do you think that'd be a thing?
I think it's a natural thing to smile, though.
Or sociopath? Maybe like do sociopaths they just
smile.
imitate,
Fake
right?
smile.
But I mean, what's the difference between a real and an imitated smile?
That's a good question.
You can tell.
Before we
Collection
dive
of
into
muscles.
this, though, I will be your host for the evening. My name's Austin. I'm surrounded by my 4 best friends, Zach, Tony, Cam, and Chris.
Hello. I'm on the end of the list tonight.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
That's probably because of the things you were saying before we started.
Yeah.
I threw myself to a ringer because I'm like, I usually go this way. Anyway.
It's not happening. Maybe.
I'm feeling good tonight, guys.
You guys feeling good?
Feels
Great.
good.
My knee's not feeling good.
Zach's awake.
I'm feeling wide awake.
Are you?
I am.
You took some of that meth, huh?
I'm not sleeping this episode. Menthol. He meant menthol.
That's because it's the first one.
Yeah,
You never sleep in the first episode. It's
It's
always
true. It's the second one.
Sequential one.
Well, he did straight up admit that he just wasn't into the topic, though, too.
Hey,
Which I
get that.
when you're
that
not
was a
into
rough
the
What were we
topic last
talking
week.
about?
Russia.
the Russia-Ukraine
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that was a rough topic last week.
Why?
You gotta.
I'm not into
intriguing.
politics and stuff. And
Here's the thing. I used to always hate it. Actually, I still hate it. But I realized that you can only bury your head in the sand for so long.
oh, you watch me bury my head for as long as
And
I
you
want
should
to.
know at least a little bit about what's going on. You don't have to let it consume your life. That's when it gets bad. But
Trust me, I know enough because of you guys with all your
Exactly.
little tweets and pings and
that's
whatever.
what we're here for, to make sure you know what's going on.
Yeah, our little group chats have
Yeah.
turned not funny.
They're
still
hilarious.
funny.
They're still real funny.
It's starting to turn a little sad with all of Cam's things that he's sending.
Hey, just because you don't know what's happening doesn't make it not happen.
Anywho.
I forgot the question that I had
You had that
at the
question?
very beginning of this. I had a-
wait.
Yeah. And now I forgot.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Something
I
about
say it?
McDonald's?
Yes, please.
It was, is there a food that'll cross your eyes, make
cross
you weak
your
in the
eyes.
knees?
Make you weak
Give
in
me
your
back
already
that
weak
cheeseburger.
knees.
You're like
Say-
a real McAsshole over here.
Say you're like a what's his name? Stuck on the island with this little volleyball named
Castaway.
Wilson.
Friggin'
Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks.
Yep.
But what's his character's name?
Castaway.
So anyway,
not
say you're
important.
Castaway.
Baldy.
You're on this stupid island for Lord knows how long. You've made friends with your inanimate objects, and now you're home. What's the first thing that you would eat that would
Here's
make
the
you
thing. I think if you go for like a cheeseburger or something like that, I think that might kill your stomach.
just? You think?
Having some processed food and meats and stuff
Okay,
like that.
don't. Let's not think too scientifically into this. I just want to
Okay,
know
all
what
right.
food would be at the top of your list.
Because here's the thing. Everything you eat at first can be real good, and then the aftermath comes like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's
it's
true.
the first 10 minutes.
It's true. He did have to get used to the coconuts while he was there.
Chuck Noland.
That's
Chuck
his name.
Noland? No.
That's his name
Do
in
they
Castaway.
say it? I don't
Yeah.
remember that at all.
I don't remember that. His name was Tom Hanks.
So I had
Wilson is the only name I remember from that movie.
I had this thought on the subject of like being away from, we'll say, good food for a while. Thinking of the first Iron Man, he asked for a cheeseburger, like a good American cheeseburger. And what cheeseburger did he get? Wasn't it Burger
McDonald's.
King?
Oh, was it Burger? I
no,
thought it
because
was
that would be a
McDonald's.
mistake.
Well, that's why I was bringing it up, is because when we had the burger debate on that.
Was it Burger King?
I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
and do you remember
It's still a movie.
in Endgame when he comes
I
home?
still like it.
Remember what he asked for?
cheeseburger?
Did he specify from where?
I don't think he ever did.
Because then they'd have to spend all
They're a
then they'd have to
sponsor.
sponsor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny.
I was gonna ask. Do
brick
you guys
oven.
do you guys know about that? Like brands sponsoring in movies and stuff.
No.
It's got to be. A thing.
Oh, it's a legit thing.
Oh, it is.
What thing?
I just watched that Studio 666, and I'll tell you, it's a movie by the Foo Fighters, and great movie. But literally, I'm pretty sure Doritos paid them a lot of money because in like almost every other scene, someone's holding a bag of Doritos with the thing pointing the screen, and they're eating it.
Really?
It's like, wow, that's sponsorship
Product
right there.
placement.
It's like in the Truman Show. How everything they have, because they have to have paid advertising, so everything that you see in the Truman Show can be purchased.
Yep, and it was a Burger King burger.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that was a
See, if
terrible
Tony
choice.
Stark can have a Burger King burger,
Iron Man.
It's a
not wrong.
fictional movie.
That's. I said that.
It's not
Just
real.
like it's a fictional burger.
Yep.
I actually like Burger King. I do. I like it.
Let's not start that. Big
I would do an
debate.
oven. Okay, I'm going to answer the question, the initial question. A brick oven pizza, like even just, it's not my favorite food, but I think a pizza would
That's
be
what
so
you would go
good.
for
Oh, I
first?
think so. Like a big combination pizza with everything on it.
Yeah, when you're that hungry, you would really crave carbs.
Just
Want
freaking
all that.
Tucanos, dude.
You love
It's
Tucanos.
so good. Just
That's so crazy.
meat and freaking potatoes and pastas and salads and oh my gosh,
I'm going there tomorrow.
so
Are ya?
good.
Yeah.
I think of Pixels when he's like, "I'm on an all-protein diet, but I also eat carbs."
Oh, I love it.
You know, I'd probably have to go for a really good pasta with some protein in there of some kind, like steak or chicken
A
or.
ribeye.
A pasta with steak?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like
It's really good.
they don't have it anymore, but
beef
Olive Garden
stroganoff.
Oh,
used to
yeah.
have like a gorgonzola blue cheese steak type thing. Oh my
Love
goodness,
gorgonzola.
with
so
Alfredo and everything.
Wow, I feel
Oh.
like I'm singled out here. I've never had that.
Oh, it had like cubed
That
steak
sounds
in it.
great.
Oh man,
so delicious.
It's good.
All right, Denny's after this, boys.
It was like a wine sauce too, like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why Olive Garden?
Of
Why?
all things to get rid of.
yeah.
The
That's a
good
one.
stuff.
Yeah, I think I might be with you on that. Like deep dish, fire roasted pizza, man.
It's like
A
home
bunch of
home food,
Italians at
man.
this
Oh,
table.
man.
Be good.
Dude, the
Hey.
Italians do it right.
You know, I mean, it's like what's that? Full stomachs and full hearts type thing. You know, Italians sitting around a table.
I can go for a quattro formaggi.
Have you? There was a. Do you know the comedian John Panette? You ever heard of him? Kind of. He's a heavier. He's passed away, but heavy set guy. He was in the movie The Punisher, the kind of older one with John Travolta. He's the heavy set guy in it. Anywho, he most of his stand-up's always about food and different things, and he talks about taking a trip to Europe, and I can't remember what country they're in. I want to say they're in France or no, I don't know. But anyway, he's talking about being starving and wanting to eat, and everybody around him isn't very hungry, and so he's trying to find a good place to eat. And then he finds out that Italy is like a 2-hour drive from where they're at, and he's like, "You're telling me this whole time we've been 2 hours away from the motherland?" And it just cracked me up when he was saying that.
Dude, it's
he's
so
a funny
true.
guy.
Yeah, dude, some good pasta.
No.
Yeah.
It's funny that we did all default to almost Italian. I mean, everyone but
Italian
you,
is so
right?
good.
Because you said Tucanos.
When you're
I
here,
did
your
say
family.
Tucanos,
What are you
but I
going for?
freaking love Italian.
What are you going for, Tony?
That's not even my favorite.
Greek food?
I love it.
Nope.
Dude, Greek food's good.
Oh, mine would be my salmon.
Really?
A good
You
salmon.
can have it
salad.
out.
A salmon.
I mean, didn't we say we were on an island
Yeah,
forever?
you gotta go fishing.
You just spent the whole 3 years eating seafood, and you're gonna come back and eat salmon.
You couldn't catch a fish. You'd have to eat coconuts.
That's me. I've been eating coconuts and sand.
That was just to keep me regular. That was to keep me regular.
That's
You
awesome.
figure it out.
Legitimately, then, if we're talking the island, then it would be probably steak.
I mean, the real question is what, just like if you were famished.
Yeah.
So
Yep. It'd be salmon.
I love a good
salmon
steak.
and crab legs. Ooh. Maybe with a steak, a little bit of surf and turf.
Oh yeah.
would you want a
Surf and turf is
sea? What was it again?
A land, air, and sea?
Land, air, and sea
Oh,
from McDonald's.
Surf
Surf
and
and
looks
turf.
so
It
disgusting.
is absolutely disgusting.
Did you guys try it?
Yes.
What is it?
What is
It's
it?
garbage.
It's a Big Mac mixed with their fish burger and their chicken sandwich.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a McBitchin. That's the
Hey.
hamburger.
My man.
What is
We
that
actually-
one?
That's a hamburger patty
just
with the spicy chicken on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
They also have another one with just the fish sandwich and the chicken, I think, as well.
Yep. No.
Or is
No,
it
it's
the burger?
So that
It's
one,
the fish
that
and
one's
the
the
burger.
surf and turf.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then
And
the
then,
land,
that's
air,
what
and
and
it's
then
sea.
they have
called,
a double
right?
crunch, double crunchy, which is just a burger and chicken nuggets.
I did see that one. That one wouldn't be bad.
Here's the thing, though. It's a scam.
It's a total scam.
It's
Go ahead.
such a rich-
Tell them what
It's
happens.
because, okay, so they advertise this menu, this secret menu. They got beautiful colors and a pretty little advertisement. You can get these 4 sandwiches, blah, blah, blah. There's a breakfast one, but we couldn't get it because it was after breakfast. And essentially, you go and order it, and all they do is give you all the individual sandwiches, and you have to put it together yourself.
Oh, F that.
yeah.
I
You have
didn't
to pay
do that.
for each one?
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Actually,
gosh.
the land, air, and sea was $10.
What?
Yeah. We had to buy all 3 sandwiches.
And then you put it all together.
Here's the thing:
like a
individually,
waste
are
of
they even
bread.
that much?
I don't know.
It's a waste of bread. You're worried about the bread.
Dude, legit, you're
It was.
wasting all
No.
sorts of stuff.
It was a
It's
ton
the
of
bread.
It was
weirdest
a ton
thing.
of wasted bread.
The most hypocritical
I
thing.
made that comment.
The most hypocritical thing about it all is in place of the breakfast one that we couldn't get, I ordered a McBitchin. And the lady that was taking my order knew exactly what it was, which was also funny.
She giggled.
And when we got it, it was made.
Like
So
yeah.
like literally an item that wasn't even on their menu, they made for us.
I
But
had
all
a-
the other things we had to piece together ourselves.
I had that made for me too. The McBitchin. They
yeah.
always made it for me.
The land, air,
Yeah.
and sea one, I could see you saving a little bit of money because if you're buying the sandwiches individually, was it a spicy McChicken though?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
see,
is
then
like
no.
$1.
That's like $1, and then the other ones are
So
probably
let's see.
about
Wait,
$4
filet
each.
of
so-
fish. Yeah, filet of fish is 4. The Big Mac is 4.
and the other one's $1.50.
Yeah,
That stupid
yeah.
song's gonna be
So you're
stuck
at-
in my head now.
Spicy McChicken.
What?
Give me back the filet fish.
Dude, I always think of you when I sing that song.
Give me that fish.
Every single time.
I don't think.
You never.
No. Is that
Here's my question.
is that the bad lip reading?
No, that's their actual commercial.
Advertisement.
That's right.
They had the bass on the wall that would stare at you.
Give me back the filet of fish. Give me that fish. So dumb, dude.
Here's my question though. Has anyone at this table actually ever ordered a fillet of fish from McDonald's?
Yes.
You have? For real?
You would be the one.
Zach, why are you so weird, dude?
I did once. I know it's a mistake.
You ready for?
I've
They're
ordered a
not that bad.
They're not that good.
I didn't say
so
it was
bad.
good, but it's not that bad either.
You know, Zach, we really don't try to like make fun of you. You just make it so easy.
Yeah.
He runs
That
into
was
it
like
head on.
That was like a snap response.
like
I should have
walks-
been like, no, I
He
haven't.
walks up to us and presents the joke on a platter and he says, roast me.
Like that private message about Dwayne sneaking up behind him. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
I had to. I walk on the aisle and I'm like, oh, who's that?
Oh,
and
my-
all of a sudden it's just Dwayne Johnson sitting there, and the whole time, like, I seriously,
cardboard Dwayne Johnson.
I'm stalking my Red Bull, and I'm like, have my back towards him, and I'm like, God, this guy's just staring at me.
You really lived some.
He started
some
like
stuff
moving
there.
all seductively. He's like,
I was-
oh no, I dropped something.
He's stalking the shelf like,
Sticking his butt out.
Was
just
it
like reaching.
hypothetical? I want to know. In your head, were you running hypothetical scenarios? Like,
You got some sweat above your eyebrow.
I mean, you made me really question some things.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you put that? And he caresses your body as he holds your hand and
I'll sell
Look
you.
at him. He's turning red as you're telling this story.
He hides his Red Bull tag.
It's because years ago Tony sent me a video of
I'm
the
intrigued.
Rock on the beach, and he got a guy. He was just like, I choose you, and you're gonna get a chance to oil me up today. And this guy literally, like, he gives him the oil, and the Rock just
I've
stands
seen this
there,
video.
and the guy oils up his arms and all his stuff, and that would be me, and I would probably get like 5 seconds in and pass out.
You really would.
I probably would, yes.
I'd be like, dude, your damn self.
I just love that you said you worded it like you could have worded it any way you wanted.
I said
But
it
you
was a
literally
joke.
said throwing my Red Bull, and I've got this beautiful, big, beautiful man hovering over me. You could have said it anyway. Like, check out this cardboard cutout. Look at this badass guy.
Oh,
No,
God,
he had to be hovering over you.
Big beautiful man.
Big,
Hey.
beautiful man hovering over you.
Hubba, hubba. You're welcome.
Are you bisexual for The Rock? You can be honest.
I might be a little bit.
Does The Rock make you rock hard?
Whoa!
Yes.
I plead the fifth.
Can't say that.
He's not saying no.
You know,
He's not saying no.
hey, it's 2022. I don't care anymore. I'm married. If that,
Hey, I'm happily married too. My wife understands the situation here, so
So he's
Does
your
she
free
though?
pass.
He's
Is
his
your
hall
he
pass.
understand?
He's your
Is he
hall
a hall
pass.
pass?
Yeah.
maybe. Maybe.
I love it.
You gonna climb that skyscraper or what?
No.
You let him, you know.
He would hurt me. No.
Right in the.
Chris, you can say it, Chris. No.
Don't do it, Chris. Don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay.
He's
Okay.
real red over there.
Wow.
Make sure the hospital's in your network.
Yeah, played that game once.
Don't worry, The Rock would cover it.
It's true.
Can I just say how stupid our healthcare system is?
Yeah, we've said it before.
I know, but on a very related note, the other night I've sent you guys this all in a message as in our chats. The ladies did the world's hottest gummy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100% pure capsaicin, 9 million Scoville units.
Gross.
5 times hotter than the chip that we did. Legitimately. Like
9 times hotter.
5 times.
Oh.
Chip was 1.7
Oh,
and theirs
okay.
was 9.
Math.
I'd try it.
No.
Anyway, Holly ends up like we do the 5 minutes. They have like a timer for 5 minutes. Holly gets her gummy bear down and they're both writhing in pain, just, not having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Holly starts to come down like back to earth. And all like she's returning back, and Jess is still frantic, having a rough go. And then the 5 minutes is up. They start drinking milk. Holly and Jess are both kind of like coming back to being okay. And all of a sudden, Holly just takes a turn for the worst.
Was it her stomach or what was it?
Yeah, she just starts saying, "Oh, my stomach's not feeling well. I feel like I need to throw up." So she gets up, runs to the bathroom.
That's what happened to me at like 3 a.m. after we did the chip challenge.
Oh yeah.
I woke up with stomach pain, fire in my stomach, and I
it's
puked
the
my
worst.
guts out at like 3 a.m.
Dude, it's the worst.
Yeah.
And so she runs into the bathroom. We think she's going to throw up. And all of a sudden, the door comes back open and she's on the floor just screaming like she's being stabbed internally. It just it was terrible. all of a sudden I'm put into this panic mode. Like, what do I do? Do I keep filming? Like, is she going to be okay? Like, is this,
The show must go on.
Yeah. I was stuck in that dilemma. I was the one running the cameras and she was behind the two that were on stationary tripods. So I was manning a camera filming her. And I'm like, I don't know. What do I like? Do I drop the camera and take care of her? Like, even if I did, what am I going to do?
Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of waiting for someone to tell me what to do. And Jess is still out of her mind, trying to figure things out. And anyway, Holly, we finally decide, okay, let's take her to the hospital. And just as we're pulling into the ER parking lot, she starts to come back down. But like the whole drive, she was like kicking my dash and like just in pain. And we think it's because Jess chewed up the gummy bear so well in her mouth that the majority of her pain stayed within the area of her head.
Yeah.
Whereas Holly kind of did like some quick chomps and got it down. And we think almost like the gummy bear adhered to the wall in her stomach.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, the reason why I brought that up is because the whole joke about the hospital, while we were in the car taking her to a hospital, we were freaking trying to figure out what hospital we could take it to that would be in network.
Yep.
How freaking stupid is that? We're sitting there trying to figure out where the best place is to take her that her insurance would pay for
During an emergency.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Jeez.
That is dumb.
When I had my hospital thing that happened and I fought them and everything, they told me the only way, because I went out of network, all that stuff, they told me the only way they would think about covering it is if it was an emergency. And I said, what do you mean by emergency? And they said, basically, you have to be out of it to where an ambulance picks you up and they just take you to the closest hospital. And they said, and then we will give you an emergency thing where we'll cover an out of network as an in network provider. But they said, if you're coherent and you're awake and you have the option to choose what hospital, then you better choose the right one.
I see it now. You're laying there on the ground. The ambulance is about to show up. You're like, okay, babe, kick me in the face real hard. Real hard. Knock me out.
Knock me out.
I was thinking like carrying a bat. Have you ever seen that Curly Sue?
No.
You guys have never seen Curly Sue? That 90s film?
I know which one you're talking about, but I have not.
It's this homeless dad and daughter, and their con is they get hit by a car, and then they make the person just give them cash, and they won't call the cops. And so the dad, Joe Pesci, is that his name?
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
He's from Home Alone
and stuff.
No, I'm thinking of different guy. Anyway, his daughter, so she winds up with a 2x4, and he's like, all right, I need you to hit me as hard as you can. She's like, Dad, I don't want to. And he's like, if you love me, you'll hit me. He's like, do you love me? She's like, yes. He's like, a lot? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, all right, better be a lot then. Better be real hard. And so sure enough, she winds up and smacks him over the head with this 2x4, and the car, backs out, thinks it knocked him out. And the wife comes out all panicky, and he's got this giant goose egg. So that's what you're going to be doing, dude. You're going to have to take a bat to the head.
It was Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi, that's the one. I said Joe Pesci?
Jim Belushi.
Close enough.
Well,
Jim Joe.
Kinda. Jim's a little taller.
all right. Name-wise, okay. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
But
Person-wise, no.
I changed my food answer. I want that gummy bear.
Seriously?
No. I'm just.
Y'all
Could
wanna-
you imagine? You come back from
you die from it?
living like 10 years on this island, surviving on scraps, and you come back
Pretty
and
much
it's
no
like,
spices
hey, try this gummy
whatsoever."
bear. Ugh.
Yeah, dude, you'd die. For sure.
I couldn't. Nope. I didn't even make the chip. I'm not doing
Dude, I
that
think
gummy
I'd
bear.
want a giant, like, super expensive and perfectly medium rare steak.
that'd be mine.
Like a
number
Wagyu?
two.
Yeah,
Wagyu.
like the most, like the best
You know
steak
those,
there is.
those steaks where it's like from the birth of the cow to the point it's on your plate, it's like being prepped. Have you
Yeah.
seen those?
Yeah,
and
that's
it's like,
Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
Wagyu?
But I'd want it in the size of like a normal steak, not like a cube.
Not the.
See, I want to.
I want like a 12-ouncer.
I want to try one of those, like, what are they? The dry aged ones where they like let them dry age for like 100 days or something. Like they soak them in butter and let it age and stuff, and then it just I don't know. Apparently, it's like absolutely amazing.
There you go. That's what I want.
You,
Some
you
loaded
lost me, and
potatoes.
then you said butter, and then my fat kid was like, "Yeah,
Put some butter on it.
It's got some maggots in there,
Yeah.
you know, squirreling around.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
Squirrels.
I've
They're
seen
not
a few
animals.
videos on it, but there's some. It's like a 100-day dry aged, or it's like the longer you dry age it, the better it is.
Like,
Probably
it's a
doing
crust
like
on
salt
it.
or something.
So what
right?
they do is it forms a crust when you butcher it, and it dry ages, and so it keeps the meat preserved underneath that crust.
Yeah, so
And-
they
and-
do.
and
They
so
put
it-
it in butter or something, don't they? Or salt or
Well, no,
oh.
they just dry age it. So they dry age it, and it just develops this crust, and it keeps thickening up, and then they cut the crust away, and the meat underneath just looks amazing.
Oh, okay.
I do the same
So-
with game. Like
so what's
the longer
dry
you age
age?
your game.
What is that?
So dry age is where you hang it and you dry age it. You're not.
But it doesn't like mold or go bad.
It does. Typically, yeah, it'll get mold on the outside of it. But it's
you
a
just
crust.
cut all that away.
They cut that gets cut away, and what's underneath it is just. So when things die, they get what's that, rigor mortis, right? And it takes a long time for that to go away. So it's just slowly dissipating to where it's just really tender, juicy meat that's broke down enough to where when you cook it, it's just tender. But yeah, it looks nasty when you first get it, and then you cut the crust away. Man, I actually get to share my skills now.
You're welcome.
That
Sounds great.
That
It
does
is.
sound
It's good.
fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about. It's good.
Well, that's what Zach was talking about.
No,
there's the
I
crust.
said
Oh,
a
you
good
looked it up.
steak. He just wanted like a ribeye from Sizzler.
I did not. I said pasta.
He was the one that said the dry age thing, though.
yeah,
dry
he said a
aged.
good steak, and then I brought up the dry aged.
And then I said Wagyu. No, someone told me Wagyu, and I was like, yes, that's what it was.
But what's
That's that
better?
Japanese beef,
What's
right?
better,
It's
the
like
Wagyu or
Japanese
dry
kind of-
aged?
Wagyu.
What about dry aged Wagyu?
Oh, all right.
That's what I want.
I've never tried Wagyu. I'd love to.
I've
give
never
it a
How
tried
try.
it either.
expensive
Actually,
would that be?
It's like a
Man, try Wagyu.
$10,000 an ounce.
How much?
No, I don't know. I said $10,000 an ounce.
It's like
It's-
$100 an ounce or something.
But
Isn't
no,
it?
I was going to say a Wagyu. Is it Wagyu?
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Those ones, they really are. They're like, it's like over $1,000
That's-
or something like that.
$200 per pound.
Oh, there you go. That's actually not as expensive as I thought.
Men, try.
An
Can I
adult
come?
cow can sell for.
I've had Wagyu. Have you guys not had Wagyu?
I haven't had Wagyu.
so there's a.
Not all of us live like you do.
I was gonna say there's a guy on BuzzFeed. I've watched a few of his videos. He purposely goes out and he'll try like sushi, and he'll go to the lowest of sushi bars, and then he'll try the most expensive.
Oh, I've heard of him.
And he did that with steaks. He went to like the cheapest place, like a
Sizzler.
Texas
skirt
Roadhouse.
steak for like $10 or
Hey,
whatever.
Don't rain on Sizzler, man.
not.
Sizzler's good.
Sizzler is good.
Sizzler
Just
is
because
good.
it's cheap doesn't mean it's not good.
Their teriyaki steak.
Sizzlers are
good.
great.
I mean,
But-
that place is packed every time you drive past it.
It's because they have
True.
like an all-day senior discount.
We're also in Utah. Like everybody likes.
You know how you go to sushi places and they
eats.
permanently have
50% off.
Yes.
Like
That's-
that's their main sign.
Yeah, that's
drives me
Sizzler
nuts.
with their senior discount.
Yeah.
It's permanent.
real.
Yeah, you get steak and shrimp and a salad bar for like $7.99.
Dude, let's go to Sizzler right now. I want a steak so bad
Hold,
right now.
please.
Just come back with us eating steak. Oh, yes.
I really am. So
Going
I'm going to
to
say
Sizzler?
this on air. I quit
But-
nicotine. No, I'm not saying that.
Oh,
So that's right. You were talking about that.
Nice.
I'm going on, and it was just the nicotine pouches, but I'm going on 4 weeks, and I
boy.
have had
Dang, son.
permanent munchies since I quit that.
Bro,
I don't know
nice.
what the thing is because of that, but we're talking about this. My stomach is churning.
Never had or took nicotine, and I've always had the
Glad
munchies.
for you.
Did I have the munchies all the time?
I don't know.
No, it sucks.
You don't have
See,
the
for
munchies.
me,
Bro, I always have the munchies.
Like where it's in your stomach.
I'm just hungry all the time, and I eat
Chris
a lot.
is just trying to say he's got an oral fixation, okay?
Yes.
He needs something in his mouth, in and or around his mouth.
That's not the Rock.
Sad.
Gone full circle.
No,
more
it's
for
not
Zach.
even that. It's honestly like a pit in my
wanna
stomach
know-
that can't get filled up.
so
It's weird.
Last Saturday, Jenny and I, we went to a wedding, and at the wedding they fed us and got really full. It was great, everything. And then that night, we had family fly into town, and it was kind of late, so he was starving because he's like, I've been on a plane all day. He's like, I'm starving. So he's like, if it's okay, I would like to meet at a restaurant so we can visit, but I can also eat, kind of kill two birds with one stone. And so we were trying to find a restaurant that was open late. We ended up going to Slackwater and literally, so ate at this wedding and then no more than maybe 2 hours later met at Slackwater. And they, of course, bring us all menus. And I'm looking at the menu. I ended up ordering food. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, that fat kid in me is just like, oh, food, more? Okay.
Why can't you just sit at a restaurant and not eat?
Right? You can't just.
You know what I hate is I remember in high school at like 11 o'clock looking at at 11 o'clock looking at the clock thinking, okay, I got like another 35 minutes till lunch.
Uh-huh.
And my stomach just felt like it was eating itself.
You know what I miss? Speaking of like high school.
Well, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
It sounded like you were done.
I
You paused
did.
for
I
a
did.
very
I
long
paused.
time.
Pause for a very long
I did
time.
pause.
That was for effect.
He paused to wait.
You
to see
can't
someone
pause on this
talk.
podcast.
And then
Hold for laughter. Okay. And go.
No, but I was thinking, like, I haven't had that feeling of hunger in so long.
Right.
Because
And
you
that
work from
cannot
home.
be healthy.
Since you stopped puberty, though, I mean,
Which
your
can be
body's
healthy.
growing. You need
No.
all the calories growing up.
Because you're not hungry, or
What?
He doesn't have that hunger.
what are you saying that's
I
not
don't,
healthy?
I don't allow myself to ever get to that state of hunger. So I'm constantly eating, even when I probably
Well, don't they say
need
that
it.
that's a
That's
good
actually
thing?
better for you.
Because it keeps your
Who
metabolism
knows,
going?
man? It goes back and
Yeah.
forth. It's like ping pong.
See, I have that feeling, but that's because I
Flavor of the
still
week.
work a 9 to 5 job at a company where I have a lunch hour and I have to
was gonna
get
say,
to
like,
that point.
You don't have
boss-
treats in your drawers?
My boss don't give me a
Sometimes.
lunch hour. He's a dick.
You really need to talk to this guy. He sounds like a real
He's
a-hole.
hard to talk to. He doesn't He doesn't tolerate anything.
He's
So-
a real
Is it a she? Or a he?
Some days. No. It's a he for the most part.
So on the topic of like high school,
always checks my internet history.
on the topic of high school, the thing that I miss is being able to go and grab like a junior bacon cheeseburger or something at like 12:30 at night and not have any guilty feelings about it.
Oh, yeah.
And just, or like,
That was
even
back when they even stayed open that late. I don't even stay open that late anymore.
Well, now the guilty feeling isn't it that you ate it late. It's that you ate it without getting anything for the rest of your family. At least for me. Oh. Well, when I was in high school, I could go eat, whatever the heck I wanted in the middle of the night. Didn't care. But now I don't feel guilty for doing it. I feel guilty that I'm the only one that got to do it. I didn't buy anything for my family at home.
Oh, I don't have any of that
I
remorse.
don't get that. Yeah.
It's
Zero.
like what is that for you? It's like guilty because it's no self discipline
Control?
with it or something.
Yeah, I guess like just eating that. Like I still, don't get me wrong, I still have my munchies watching a late night movie but it's like if it's after 10 o'clock, I'm like, oh my gosh, should I really eat this? Like I start to really beat myself up, and that's just for like a small little snack. Where here I'm eating a full 7-course fast food gourmet meal at 1 o'clock in the morning and not batting an eye at it.
I remember that. I slept over at a buddy's house once. And yeah, it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. We went to Wendy's and then drove over to McDonald's. Went back to his house, and it was like, oh yeah, like 3 or 4 sandwiches with fries and a big old drink.
Why'd you hit both?
I've got a sweet tooth.
Why not?
It's true.
No, why?
But why not?
Because they have a dollar menu, and they both had great
could at
stuff
that
on
time.
that dollar menu.
They both have the exact same stuff.
Yeah.
No,
it's
they
different.
don't.
Who?
If
Wendy's
they were
and
the same, they
McDonald's.
would both
It
be
is different.
If they were the same, they'd both be called McDonald's
Or Wendy's.
or Wendy's.
Wendy's.
I mean, I'll give you they're different. I just
Chicken nuggets are different. The burgers are different. The
It's
bread's
true.
different. Fries are different.
McDonald's burgers
Ooh, I
are
had
better
Wendy's
than
for dinner
Wendy's
tonight, and their
burgers.
fries were hitting home. Oh
Because they're
man,
different.
well, they're even different than they used to be.
Oh no, yeah,
Wendy's?
they changed them.
Yeah,
They
Wendy's
have
is
like
better.
a crispier.
They're sea salt now.
They like no. This is post sea salt.
Yes.
Because they
They
did the
just came out
natural
with some new
cut sea
ones.
salt ones, and now they're more
Hot and
It's like they
fresh,
spritz
crispy.
like flour on them and fry them, so they're like
Okay.
Yeah.
there's
They
an
taste
extra
different
crunch to
too.
'em.
But they
Yeah.
taste it.
The
They,
potatoes
think they
taste
got
different.
away from the
like the
natural
actual
cut.
potato.
I was gonna say the natural cut was gross.
Because you always had the like pieces of skin on it.
I didn't
Yeah.
mind
Now
it.
you don't.
Gross.
I don't like natural fries
I
like
do.
that. No.
I only like
In-N-Out
I only
burger.
like
I
In-N-Out's
don't
natural
like their
fries.
Man, I
fries.
feel like I'm surrounded by 3-year-olds.
Dude, I love In-N-Out's fries.
I love natural.
I love
fries.
natural fries.
I like homemade natural fries,
I don't like them too thick because I don't like.
like a steakhouse fry.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
I
don't
love
like
a
it
steakhouse fry.
being a fry on the outside and mashed potatoes on the inside.
A baked potato. On the inside.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Fried baked
The,
potato.
Yeah.
You know, with the way you're describing those Wendy's fries reminds me of. Did you ever go to Central Park?
Heck
Oh,
yeah,
those were the
dude.
best fries.
Those were the
Yes.
best
The
fries.
best.
Yes.
And
It's
now they're
kind of like
gone.
those, but without the
We need
seasoning.
a moment of silence for those fries.
Dude, I don't know how that place went out of business.
And he's still talking.
Never ate there.
Really?
Yep.
Well, then
I
you don't know what
actually
you're
didn't
missing.
either.
So
Yeah.
I never ate there either.
you guys don't know what you're
It
missing.
was
so
as
it's
big
okay.
as this table almost.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I do
it was.
remember that.
I
It was
remember
two
the
tables.
place.
Yeah, for real.
Where'd they pee?
I don't know how they did anything.
Right in the fryer. That was the special
what made their
seasoning.
fries
That's the
so
seasoning.
good.
That's why it was
I was like, does this place have a bathroom in it? Like, do they have to go up the
the
stairs?
drain in the floor.
You know what it looked like, though, right? Yeah. And then it had the stair that went all the way up. I
It
wonder if
looked
the
like
bathroom was upstairs.
It looked like a toll booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously though, they had the best fries.
The best
so
fries.
good.
You know who my favorite
In the
fries
cup.
were? I feel like they've lost their luster as Warren's. Warren's always had the best
Warren's
fries
were
to
really
me.
good.
Why they're not good anymore?
I mean, they're still good, but they're not.
They're not the same.
They're not the same.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
I know I'm on the
Crisp cut
magical
fries.
hunt. I'm not a huge fan of them.
I feel like Chick-fil-A in
They're-
general is overplayed.
Whoa.
I feel like
Oh.
Chick-fil-A's fries are on par with like Wendy's old sea salt fries.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's meh.
You literally had to eat them straight out of the
What
fryer
about-
for them to taste really good.
What about Arby's curly fries?
Ooh, those are
Those are
Can't
good.
go wrong.
delicious.
Can't go wrong.
Delicious. That's essentially like the Central Park fries.
Why on
different.
earth did they
It's
bring
different,
back the crinkle fries?
I don't know.
My opinion, like they go in, it's like, why is that even a question? I order my food and they're like, do you want crinkle or
There's
curly?
Rez
Shut up
being
and
a
put
dead
curly in the
horse.
bag.
Who do I got to shoot?
There are no other fries.
What if they were like tots, though? Do you want tots?
Curly
Oh
tots.
my
But
gosh.
tots like in curly
yes.
fries. Oh, that's a game changer. You got me so excited.
They got like a press, like a Play-Doh press. It's like,
No, a tot with like the seasoning on the outside.
Oh man.
I do love
Would it
some
be
good
as
tater
good, Tom?
tots.
you know what we should do? We should open up a fast food joint just called Tots, and you just have like
Called
a-
Five Guys. Oh.
Five Guys and fries.
Oh boy.
We'll put it right next to the other
I was
one.
gonna say you can't call it tots. We'll have a whole bunch of
Yeah,
pedals lining up,
Hey, that'll be our gimmick. What do you want?
and then what's his face from Dateline jumps out.
No, the guy from To Get Your Predator. He takes the orders.
You guys take popsicles as payment?
And see, well, no, this is perfect. He's the one that pops out to take the order. They're worried they're getting caught because, you know, they're there for the wrong reason. So to cover up, they order a bunch of food.
Yes, exactly. We
And he
constantly
coaxes them
specific.
like, you were here to buy like 3 meals, right? Right?
And all of our
pizza
meals
pockets.
are way overpriced.
Yeah.
Extremely overpriced.
$100.
Like $8 for a small fry.
You're not complaining, are you? Because it makes me sound like you were here for something else.
It's like $8 for a small guy fry.
Wow. I'm uncomfortable.
I love that we're talking about fries on Friday.
I didn't even have any fries today.
In case you're confused on that, because this will release on a Monday, we're recording on a Friday.
It doesn't happen very
They
often.
might have put that together. I don't know.
Let's hope so.
You know who has horrible fries?
Huh.
That new Cane's chicken
Raising
place.
Cane's?
Raising Cane's.
I haven't
This fries
tried
pretty
it.
good.
Really? I didn't mind them.
Yeah, I liked them.
You guys have been there?
Horrible.
Yeah, they're good.
It's in
I will
Riverdale.
never go back there.
That's a
Dude,
place
their chicken tendies are freaking
Are
amazing.
nothing to write home about.
Oh my gosh, Zach, who are you?
No,
Okay,
I
filet of
stopped there.
fish.
I stopped there. I stopped there like 2 or 3 weeks ago on a Friday night. Grabbed me and Kara some dinner. Just grabbed one of their, 3-piece chickens with fries and stuff. And number one, way overpriced. Number two, the food
the
was
normal
nothing.
price.
It was like $10 each.
That's like the
Dude,
normal
that's how
price.
I paid like $20.
That's inflation.
That's a normal price.
Anyways,
That's inflation.
I felt like it was overpriced for the food not being that good.
It was delicious.
Nah.
I paid $10 for a Wendy's combo meal that wasn't that good. So
Do you like Popeyes?
I love Popeyes.
I've never eaten it there.
Popeyes is delicious.
I like Popeyes.
These
I love
Raising
Popeyes.
Cane's, man.
Raising
their chicken
Cane's, are they
tenders are
comparable?
something special.
They were good. They were good, but I was expecting like eyes crossed food.
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
Yeah, I will say it wasn't
That's
that.
the hype.
Especially
Yeah.
when seeing it opened up in Riverdale and the line was like a mile long and you had to wait an hour to get your food.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Like the way
it's not worth
Austin,
it.
the way Austin feels about Chick-fil-A is kind of how I feel about Raising Cane's. Like it's good. I'll definitely eat there again. But was I like, whoa?
I won't eat there again.
knocked off,
It's delicious.
knocked out of your socks.
Their fry sauce was really good. I hate that you have to literally pay for it. Like you want
Well,
an
they
extra
include
sauce,
it unless you want extra.
yeah.
Most places do that now, though. Inflation.
I'm gonna switch gears.
Do it.
I got a rando facto that might blow your mind.
Huh.
Did you know that the color magenta doesn't exist?
That's
What?
false.
No, it's true.
Then what is it?
It's your brain creating a color that you see.
Isn't that what all of them are?
I was just
No, because you have rods and cones in your eyes,
right.
and so your rods.
Blue,
and-
red, and
So
yellow.
what, does everybody see magenta as a different color?
No,
We have primary color rods, right?
It's because it has no wavelength.
yeah, it has no true wavelength there, so it is no real
it up.
color.
What color's magenta?
Red.
It's like a reddish color.
It's like the
Like a reddish
It's like a
purple.
reddish
Alright.
purple. Yeah, like this.
Reddish
Some
pink.
burgundy.
It's basically the color of T-Mobile.
Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
there
really?
you go. So it's
Yeah.
more of a pink.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
yeah.
T-Mobile, because they have a magenta plan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's friggin' ridiculous.
Yeah.
I do.
But yeah, it says so basically they show the color of magenta and it says this is magenta and not pink. Unlike pink, magenta doesn't actually exist. Our brain just invents magenta to serve as what it considers a logical bridge between red and violet, which each exist at opposite ends of a linear spectrum.
So it's imaginary color.
It's an imaginary color.
But it's there and you see it, so therefore
So do we
it
all?
exists.
But do we all see it differently?
Like,
I don't know.
Do we all see? That's wild to think about.
Well, here, I mean, you could say that with any color.
True.
right?
Valid.
Any color that we see could be a different.
especially if you're colorblind.
How would it be if we could see through each other's eyes just to see what the other person sees?
That's
I
dangerous.
don't know if you'd want to see that.
I'm
You're
probably
sure
not.
You have the Rock naked going like,
Another color that I read
It's
this
only in
like
my mind.
I saw this long forum on it, and it was also saying that we also don't see the true color of yellow because we don't have a yellow rod or
I
color. I,
don't,
can't
I
remember.
don't like this. You're hurting my head.
Right?
see, but yellow's
yellow's
a primary
one of the-
color.
yeah,
It's a
Yellow,
primary
yellow
color.
has a wavelength, but our mind is interpreting what yellow looks like. It's not. We're not seeing it,
Which
for
is
its
yellow,
native
so
color.
therefore it's yellow and it's a
See,
real
and I always
color.
thought we had blue, red, and yellow.
Like a
cones.
banana is yellow.
blue, red, and green.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
What?
That's why when you're colorblind, you
Yeah.
can't see red or green.
Oh,
Correct. Yeah.
and
Yep.
so. But there is an animal
yellow
that
and
actually
blue.
has a yellow cone, so it can actually see yellow as it is.
What animal?
I can't remember.
They
Which
got
is
good
yellow.
vision.
it's probably
I-
something weird like a platypus.
It's a chameleon. What the hell? That's why it camouflages.
It's freaking
A canary.
crazy, dude.
See, I'm with Zach on the whole magenta thing. If everybody can see the color, it has a name.
But that's what it is to you.
But that's what it is to everybody.
Okay, right?
But no. The thing is, though, is it doesn't exist.
That's how you win an argument. You just agree with them.
Is that winning or
Well,
forfeiting?
it's kind of like,
it's because you say it sarcastically. All right.
Oh, I see.
so it's kind of like, it's like the color black. They say it's not actually a color, it's the lack of color.
Depends.
Right?
Yeah.
All
It's
colors
either
are
like if you're looking at light, it's the absence of light.
yes.
If it's something like this cord, it's all the color.
Yeah.
No, I thought white was all the color.
Well,
Light
this
and
is
light.
absorbing all.
That's
the,
absorbing all the colors, so
Yes.
it's reflecting none of it back.
Yep.
You got any aspirin?
whereas light itself is all color being projected
This is
around.
why I didn't take
That's why when it goes through a
painting in art
prism,
classes.
it shows all the colors.
So that animal that has the yellow rods or cones or whatever it is, it's a goldfish.
Huh. That sounds...
What? Why?
Right?
Who
Isn't that
dissected a
weird?
goldfish eye?
How do they know, though? Like,
That's
how
what
do
I'm
they
saying.
know?
It's freaking crazy.
Like, do you see yelp?
Goldfish.
This hurts. Can we go back to
I love
food?
it.
Right?
No, this is great.
I like it.
I thought it'd be fun to talk about mind blowing.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it's cool.
still stuck on the magenta thing. How is it that something that everybody can see, that it's named, it's like
But yet it's not
there,
real.
but it doesn't exist?
Like, cause
It doesn't exist in nature. Your brain makes it up
yeah.
Yeah.
So therefore it exists then.
in your head.
But
This
it exists
is
in everybody's head.
Yeah, but in our heads.
But
It's like a thought.
It's
It's in my head, but it's not out in nature.
It's also-
it exists,
but it's in
but it
everybody's
doesn't.
head.
To give you an idea,
Yeah.
it's almost like this space right here between your eyes.
Uh-huh.
How your eyes and your mind is making up this space right here.
Yeah.
What you see is one full image, but really you should be seeing your nose.
I can see this part.
If you
If
concentrate,
you concentrate on it. But like your brain is blocking out
Yeah.
seeing the ridge of your nose. Did you know that?
Yes.
What you see right here in the center of your vision is imaginary.
Here. Better example. Okay. You know when you look at the picture and it's got all the black squares divided just by like white, and there's white lines, but you see black dots in between every single one.
The gray spectrum.
Those aren't there. They are not there.
Oh, that's
Optical
so
illusion.
frustrating because when your eyes try and focus on them, they don't.
Your brain makes it up.
Yeah.
It creates it.
See, but I can look
But
at magenta
everyone
and it
sees
doesn't
it.
go away.
It's like when you...
Well, yeah, but same thing though.
It's like when you stare at that picture that's all messed up colors and then they put it black and white and it looks like colored to you. Have you seen those?
Yeah, the inverted colors.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. It's your mind making it colored. And then
brain.
you look away and look at, or your brain.
Is
Same
that the one
thing.
where they put the lines of color?
They'll make it
Like the picture,
inverted
it's-
colors, right?
Is that what it is?
So
Yeah.
like they'll,
Like I saw one where the picture is black and white, but then they have colored lines going through the picture, and so your brain is almost filling in the gaps.
It's filling it. No, this is different. So it'll show you an image that's inverted colors, and you can't make out what it is. And then I'll show you the black and white picture, and then it looks like a fully like HD colored picture until you turn away and then look back at it, and then you see it's black and white.
yeah.
Weird.
So
I haven't seen
so
it.
like they'll show
Brains
you
are weird, dude.
they'll show you a picture of a tree in like a luscious forest,
Uh-huh.
and it's all these weird, crazy colors. You focus on it, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it flips to black and white, and you see it in full color, even though it's black and white.
Huh. The ones I don't get are the still
Glitch in the
pictures that
Matrix.
look like they're moving.
Again, it's your brain making stuff up.
Oh, what we did, the ones
Oh.
where it's a ballerina
The ballerina
which
twirling,
way it's turning,
or the
Yeah.
horse that's walking.
The horse I couldn't see both ways.
I could
the
only see it
ballerina
going
I could.
backwards. The horse. But the ballerina, if I really figured out, like I'd have to catch the spin just right, like blink and then look, and then it'd be going the other way.
But
Like, I
yeah,
had to
your
catch it
brain
just
your
right.
brain interprets motion.
It's so weird, dude.
It's wild.
You know what makes me mad is that your
You know
brain,
what really grinds my gears? Sorry.
your brain controls your body, but yet you can't control your functions.
I wouldn't want that responsibility.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like say you have constipation.
Yeah.
You're like, just go poop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're in control, but you're not. It's like you're given a computer without admin privileges.
Well, do you ever exactly? Do you ever do this though? Like you just look at your hand, and you don't have to think. Okay, this finger move. Okay, now this
Yeah.
finger move.
A
It
mess.
just does it.
I was actually about to bring that up because
You know
I've
what I
done
mean?
that before. I've looked at my hand and I'm like, all right, thumb, bend,
Have you ever done the cross?
bend. And then you just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that where you cross your fingers like that and look
Yeah.
and I tell you to move a finger?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
And it takes you a half a second to like
Well,
figure
some
out
people
which.
still can't get it.
Hold on.
But yeah, that's the same
No,
thing.
you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've
Yeah.
done it.
No.
Yeah, I can't do it.
No, I.
But he's got a point.
I'll
He
tell you
points
what
to a
to
I
do.
finger.
know, and I
Oh,
can't do
You
it.
got to have someone
I
else
can't-
point at a finger.
I can't even.
So move this finger.
Ah, you got him. You
can't
got
touch
him.
it.
What the freak?
Oh.
You've never done that?
I have. It's just
Oh yeah, because if you touch
crazy.
it, then you know. Oh,
Then you
it's-
can.
You don't
No.
touch it, or else
Oh.
I'll see. So
this one.
Or okay, here you go.
This one. Oh, you're good at it.
Have you ever seen the test where they take like a mirror, okay, and they put the mirror right here, So it blocks your arm from your own view.
Oh my gosh, I've always
and
wanted to
your
try
other arm
this.
over here, and they have a fake arm.
What?
I have seen this. The phantom pain thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they have a fake arm in place of your arm.
Okay.
And then your other arm over here. And what they do is they go and they like hit the fake arm, and you feel it.
So
Really?
from
What
your
happens?
vision, you're seeing as if it's both of your arms out on the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your real arm is hidden by the mirror.
Huh.
Well, I've even
like a
seen
fake
one
arm.
where they have a feather and they're like tickling that, but you're also tickling your arm that's not seen.
Yes.
And then so you can feel it.
Yes. So
and
they
they're
get
doing
your mind
both,
kind of tricked into
and they
it.
get your mind tricked into it, and then they grab a hammer and they hit the fake arm, and you like immediately like freak out, and you can kind of feel the pain, and yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy.
So
That's
are
kind of
a
like
lot
the.
of-
Have you seen the test where they say it's going to be really hot and it's actually really cold? Kind of like I saw one where they blindfold them, and it's actually in the movie The Punisher, but they blindfold these people and they're like, "Hey, we're going to put a match on your arm and tell us how long you can stand it," and really they're putting an ice cube on their arm. But they're blindfolded, and so they just feel the cold, but their mind is telling them it's hot.
Well, there's a movie where a guy takes advantage of that.
That's what I just said. They do it in
Punisher.
the
Oh, I'm
Punisher.
sorry.
Yeah. But in the Punisher, he does it. He's got the guy strung up, shirtless, hanging upside down, and he's on his back, and he shows him the blowtorch, and he's like interrogating him, and he tells him, he's like, first you're gonna smell the burning meat, and then it's just going to get cold.
Oh, yeah.
And
he burns-
so he's using the blowtorch to burn a steak. So you've got the smell of the meat, but then he's poking him with a popsicle.
I remember that.
But like I've seen the mental test where they tell somebody they're going to put something really hot on their arm, and then they end up touching them with an ice cube, and they just start screaming.
Isn't there a show too where the guy will have a whole audience involved, and he makes he tells the guy he's invisible, and he'll walk around, and the whole audience is involved. And
That's
so
it.
through the power of suggestion, the guy actually starts to believe he's invisible and does weird things.
Yeah, it's
It's
on
on Brain
Netflix.
Games.
No, it's on Netflix. It's like
Oh, no, you're
Magician.
magic for
Magic for
people
humans.
or humans, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was
you're
so
right.
interesting
Humans.
to watch that.
yeah. So you guys remember? Maybe you've done it recently, but I haven't in a very long time. But in like high school or junior high, how you'd lay on the ground and you'd have your friend stand over you and grab your arms,
Oh yeah.
and you'd close your
yeah.
eyes and you'd have them lift your arms up, and they'd make you feel like you were flying.
And then lower you
And
down.
then all of a sudden they drop your arms and it felt like you were falling from the sky.
Well, what was crazy is, yeah, I know what you mean, where you lay on your stomach and you have them lift your arms up so you're kind of arching your back, and then they slowly lay your arms down, and for that half a second it feels like your arms are going through the floor.
Or
Yes.
or you go through the floor.
Yeah.
The other way's
I
a
remember
dick
that.
move, like just dropping your arms.
or the
Oh, I've never done it that way.
do you ever do the one where you get kidnapped and they go over you and they slice your arm open,
Oh,
put
yeah.
rocks in you, slice your other arm open, put rocks
Hold,
in you.
say this
What?
again. What?
You
are
never
you
done that
saying?
as a kid?
No,
So-
I never sliced my arm open and put rocks in it.
No.
So what it is
You're just
is
thinking about
basically-
having a rock in you.
It's the same thing. You lay down, you close. Wow. So you lay down
Nice.
and
I'm
you
sorry.
close your eyes and you focus. And basically, what it is someone comes up to you and they go like that to your arm. And they say, "We sliced it open, put some rocks in you, and we closed it back up." Do the same thing to your other arm. You do the same thing to your leg, and then they do the same thing to your stomach. They tell you, "Okay, now wake up and try to stand up." You can't.
It's like a form of hypnotism.
Yeah,
Really?
you wake up, you open up your eyes, and you try to sit up. Your body won't sit up.
See, Jenny's done it to me before, but she goes through, and so she'll do like the slicing motion, and she's like, first we're gonna fill you with sand, and then she kind of like touches lightly. She's like, then we're gonna fill you with water, and she kind of tickles, and then she goes, then we're gonna fill you with bricks, and she kind of pushes. Then she goes, and then we stitch you up, and so she kind of does the stitching motion, and she does it to each arm, each leg, and then like down the torso. And then it's like, okay, try and get up. And by the time you're done, you cannot get up.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to give that a try.
It's pretty
It's cool.
wild.
Huh.
Messing with your brain.
Another
You know
brain.
which one? Oh,
Go for it.
the one that I always thought was kind of cool too is when you stand in a doorway and push your arms.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Where you push your arms in the doorway, and then when you get out, your arms want to float.
Yeah.
I think that one's cool.
You push out as hard as you can for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Did you know that your stomach is always in pain, but your mind blocks it out?
I've
I
heard
remember.
that.
I read that. I remember.
Your mind's like screaming.
That's
or body.
sad. It's just sad.
It's like the most intense pain you can ever experience is happening right now in your stomach.
It's a vat of acid.
But your mind is blocking
But
it
there's
out.
a liner that keeps it from burning your stomach, right?
Well, from being eaten by the acid,
Huh. But it's still pain, huh?
probably.
Well, did you know you have neurons in your stomach?
You got neurons everywhere.
You want to know? So
you
since
don't.
we're on this
Atoms.
topic,
All over.
Atoms, yes.
Yes.
Neurons, no.
What?
What?
I was just gonna say, since we're on this topic, the comedian that Austin sent us, when he's like, "We're made of molecules. You're made of molecules."
Atoms.
No, he says molecules.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "It makes no effing sense."
This stool is made of molecules.
He's like, "So when I come up
touch
and
it,
I do this,
we're exchanging molecules."
it's like, and when you ask why is it that when I do this, my hand doesn't just pass through? Do you know what the answer is? We don't know."
That doesn't make any freaking sense.
It's true. It's valid.
It really is. Really though, like when you think, it's like we are just a bunch of little
It's
molecules
the vibration, they say, the moving vibrations.
Yeah.
That keep you.
that everything's constantly
Yeah.
in motion, and it's just
Unless it's frozen.
Frozen. But absolute zero. Has to be at absolute zero.
I don't like thinking about that. That makes me like quiver.
The world.
Makes me like I'm not.
We're on a planet that's floating through nothing.
it's like you
And that
think you're
nothing is expanding. That makes no freaking sense.
you think
And that
you're in
means
a
endlessness is getting bigger.
it's like you think you're in a country right now. Zoom out.
You're on a rock flying through the earth, through the universe.
Oh, it's so true.
It hurts my head when you get into like space stuff.
Let's go there.
Honestly, when
let's
we
not.
start,
You know, dark matter, they don't know if it actually exists.
Or what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you mean dark matter?
Dark matter. It's just the stuff that fills up
The void.
the voids in space. And it's something, but it's nothing.
but it's nothing. Yeah. It's so weird.
But it's there, but it's not.
But it's
Like
not
magenta?
there. But it's there.
kinda. But actually real.
Don't. Please don't.
Wait, now
It's
like
something, but it's nothing.
okay, this is like
So you're talking like between us and the moon, right? You've got all that space between us and the moon. Like there's dark matter there. Is that what you're saying?
No. It's like
I'm-
areas of voids in space.
I feel like Austin Powers right now.
Oh,
Oh, no,
no.
I've gone cross-eyed.
There's some weird stuff out there.
Well, so it's invisible completely. It emits no light whatsoever.
But it's
And so
dark.
it can't be detected by conventional sensors and detectors. But it's a component of the universe whose presence is discerned from gravitational attraction rather than its luminosity.
So it doesn't have any rules, like physics rules or anything.
Makes up 30.1% of the matter energy composition of the universe.
Well, don't they think dark or wormholes are dark matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like black holes and
Black
stuff.
holes, yeah. Black holes. Excuse me, that's what I was thinking of. That may lead to different
Dimensions?
dimensions, yeah.
really.
Yeah.
They went through a black hole in that Matthew McConaughey movie.
I haven't seen that.
What was it called?
Interstellar?
Yes.
Is
Ooh.
that the one with
a great
Jennifer
movie.
Lawrence?
No, that's
No.
Passengers.
Oh.
That's a fantastic movie. I love that movie.
Interstellar is a fantastic movie.
Is
That's
it?
the
I
one
still
where
see
they
it.
like are
also.
going through the keyholes and stuff, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one's
Or he's
weird.
behind the bookshelf.
Oh, that's what it is.
Nolan, right?
Christopher
did that one?
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan did
Is
that.
that
one, I believe?
Christopher Nolan?
I want to say it is.
Dude, still
Have you
has
seen the?
imagination.
I think I sent it. Speaking of Passengers, Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt are roasting each other.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've seen that video
Oh
many
my
times.
gosh.
So funny.
I
Crack
would
me
never want to get into a battle against Chris Pratt. He
Dude,
is
the guy
way
would
Dude, well,
slaughter
she
you.
was doing really good too. And it's just like I feel like
I think he had one
she
arm
was
tied
getting
behind his
him
back.
really good, and so he was holding back, and then he's like,
Yeah.
okay.
He had one arm tied behind his
Yep.
back to begin with.
You know,
And
I was listening to a podcast today, and they were talking to Jonah Hill, And Jonah Hill was saying that during his like fat days, when he was saying he was like really insecure and everything, because he didn't want to be known as just the fat funny guy, and different things, and so he was saying, he's like, whenever I knew I was going somewhere where the possibility of me getting made fun of for being fat could come up, he said, I'd walk into the room and immediately pick out flaws in everybody in the room and have an arsenal ready, so that if someone started to make fun of me, I could immediately fire back.
Really?
Wow.
He was that insecure about it, huh?
Like a part of me like was kind of like, well, that's kind of cool as far as like to just be ready. But at the same time, could you imagine constantly being on guard like that?
Yeah.
Dude, I think currently he looks like the biggest douchebag.
I honestly
seen him lately?
I could not tell you what he looks like.
Yep.
I thought that was Jake
Well,
Paul.
he also looks.
That's him right
he
now,
also
really?
straight up looks like a drug dealer.
He does. He looks like
Head
a
of a cartel. Yeah, for
like a
real.
90s cartel.
He looks
Yeah,
like
dude.
he's Colin Farrell from Miami Vice
Ooh, there
when
you
they
go.
made the remake of Miami
So are you
Vice.
sure that's not for a part in a movie?
I don't know.
That's more of his current look.
I mean, that's
well,
the same
he
look
might
with
have
a beanie.
He might have gotten that look. Yeah, for real. He might have. I mean,
covered part of his hair.
that chest tat or whatever he's got going on there.
That looks like
He was
Jake
saying,
Paul, man.
He was saying in the interview that he didn't get a part in a movie because he was too good looking, is what they told him. And he's like, I never thought I would lose a part because I was too good looking. Like, listening to him in the interview, he didn't sound like a douche at all. Like, he still sounds like,
Normal Jonah Hill.
yeah. Which I didn't know that Hill is actually his middle name.
Oh, it's
He's got a really Jewish last name.
I
I mean that
extreme
in a-
Jewish?
I mean
Extremely
that
Jewish.
in a nice way. I'm
What's a
just saying,
Jewish
like
last
one
name?
of those, like,
What's in a Jewish last name?
Shapiro.
I don't know. Look up Jonah Hill's real last name.
Jonah Hill's real name. Feldstein.
That sounds German.
Super Jewish.
That's a Jewish name.
Feldstein.
Feldstein or Feldstein.
Feldstein.
Stein makes it German. Steen
you
makes
go.
it Jewish.
Stein.
That's one of my favorite. You remember that video? I think I sent this a while ago, but it's the Between Two Ferns.
Which one?
Oh yeah.
It's with
It was Zach Galifianakis.
it's Galifianakis and
Paul
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What advice do you have for young actors who want to hide their Jewishness as well as you have?" They both just bust up laughing.
Oh, and it was like
he can't even say it. He starts laughing
because
so
the
hard.
fails or whatever. I want to see all the bloopers for that show.
You know, for the longest time, I thought Between Two Ferns was legit.
Oh.
And I thought he was truly pissing off these actors.
Well, but like, isn't some of it real?
Well,
I feel like
I think
some
it's-
of it is,
I think
because-
it's real in that they don't know what he's gonna say to them, but they know he's basically gonna roast them.
yeah.
yeah.
Because he'll have like presidential candidates.
He
on.
did
yeah.
one with Hillary Clinton,
Yeah.
and he flat out asked her, "Where's the emails at?"
Oh,
Yeah.
Obama. He had one with
Yeah.
Obama.
I think
Yeah,
they
and
probably.
Obama.
I want to say they do. I think Cam's right as far as they know they're going on, what they're getting into,
Yeah.
but
It's
they
like,
probably.
he's gonna say
it's like you
whatever
don't
you
know
don't
what's
wanna
going to
hear.
come out of his mouth. Like, be
They're acting.
prepared.
They have to
Yeah.
act like
Yeah.
an improv. Like who spit it? Somebody
Like,
spit gum
Brad
right on his
Pitt.
face.
the
When Brad Pitt was
he
like,
just spits on him.
he asked him. He's all. What was it like the first time you saw Angelina Jolie? Was it kind of like that scene in Friends when Ross sees Rachel for the first time? And Brad Pitt just spits his gum at him and it sticks to his eye.
I like the one where he has Brie Larson on there. And he's like, I hear that you don't like to ask. This is a two-parter. I hear you don't like to answer questions that are very personal about you. And at what age did you get your first period? She just busts up. And he's like, I hear your parents are divorced. Is that your fault?
I've seen interviews with Zach Galifianakis. Now that's one. Speaking of like, if you got into a roast battle, I wouldn't touch Zach Galifianakis with a 10-foot pole. I mean, he's.
Yeah.
I would
good.
like to see him and Chris Pratt go at it.
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh,
He's so funny.
jeez.
There was also a really funny joke that Paul Rudd said in that, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I can't remember it though. That's my favorite one though.
Did you guys by chance see the Between Two Ferns movie?
No.
There's a movie?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I wanted to. A lot of cameos.
I would love to. Oh, well, has he been on there? No, maybe not.
Oh.
I need to watch more of them because there's so many. It was a YouTube video channel.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them. Gosh, he's so funny. I just love that all these actors and actresses will like get on there and
Right?
let him just destroy them.
He tells a joke about like the brick wall or something, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What is it? I can't remember.
I need to look it up
Look
because
it
it's
up.
funny.
And they both bust out laughing on that one too.
Oh, they can't even stop. They
Yeah.
like almost start crying.
I know there's one where he's roasting Obama, and then Obama roasts him unexpectedly, and
He, like-
and Zach just kind of looks at him like, "What?"
Yeah. Did you
Let's see here. Oh, I'm so close. Where is it?
Wow.
Who's gonna say it?
That's what she says.
Okay, here you go. Here you go. You know what happens when a Jewish guy walks into a brick wall with a full erection?
Nothing
He breaks his nose.
I was about to say nothing. He hits his nose first.
Yeah.
They both just start laughing.
And then Paul Rudd continues to tell Zach Galifianakis that he's told that joke for over 20 years. Oh, I love Paul Rudd too.
On that.
He's another one. So good.
Goodness.
Oh my gosh. All right, I think that's a good spot to end this episode on. Yeah. This podcast went anywhere and everywhere, and I loved it. So
That was good.
Hey, sometimes we're
Back
more
to basics.
orchestrated. You know, sometimes we have a topic, sometimes not. Sometimes it's just time to shoot the wind, shoot the breeze.
Shoot the breeze.
Shoot
There
the
you
breeze.
go.
That's the word.
That's the word.
Although this,
Breeze the wind.
I think this one's fair to say shoot the wind. We were cruising.
Yeah,
So
cruising for a bruising.
it was good
hungry.
stuff. Good stuff. Sizzler?
You guys got your AARP card? We might get
Medicare.
Aflac.
That's
Oh
all I
my
got.
Lord! Not a sponsor.
Oh.
Hey, but thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, if you're not already, please hit that subscribe, and we'll see you guys here next time. Toodaloo.
Thanks, guys.
Ciao. Thanks for being part of this crowd.